All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is a Sunday fun day, AsgardRadio.com style with Shop Talk. Troy Anderson. I am Chronic Chris. With me, as always, on a Sunday afternoon is Troy E. Anderson. And today we're talking to Lori from Bad Baron. And he is located over there in northern Finland. I was looking at it on Google Maps. Place is actually kind of interesting looking. Right across from a body of water from the great country of Sweden. Gotta love their meatballs and their chef.
Yeah.
So Lori,
Greetings.
how the hell are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's been a really lazy Sunday because I've been actually moving my studio 2 days here now.
How far away the distance between the two? Far away?
What?
Is it far
No,
away from?
No, not that far away. It's just my home studio is in the building next to my house,
Oh,
and
that's
I have to kind of shut it down because the electric bills are getting really high. So I moved all the stuff to our bedroom.
Well, I guess it's something to do, right? On the side, on the weekend.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
nice to carry all the heavy stuff and
Yes, yes.
instruments and drum kits and all the essentials you need in a bedroom.
Load in and load out at home.
Yeah.
I thought over
Concept.
there in Finland and Sweden and Denmark, they had a renewable energy source that made your guys some of the most cheapest electricity in the world.
Yeah, I thought about it too, but it looks like it's not that way.
Yeah,
it's getting really expensive.
From my little research I've done, they actually take your garbage and they turn it into a renewable energy source to power your cities and whatnot.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is.
So we're talking a sharp price increase in Finland for energy. Just recently, has it gone up really very high?
Yeah, recently.
Recently.
I think it's because of this Ukraine thing and stuff going on in. Yeah.
And so the war is affecting countries close to the war.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
It's not it's just for the prices of gas and electricity, everything is increasing.
So you're getting a huge, just like here in America, where we're having this flux of inflation, you're getting a flux of cost in energies.
Yeah, true.
Wow. And it's very seeable, it's very feelable, and it actually affects a lot of people, I take it.
Well, they say, it is kind of a global energy crisis.
So we got an actuality. We actually have a real person.
But the way I see it is if the United States took a play out of your guys' book and used our waste and our trash as a renewable energy source, we could clear out the landfills and power the world. We have so much.
Efficiency has to be planned, just like a good concert. If you have a good plan of attack, you can have a good concert. But obviously, the plan is a little bit late on the shoot because no one saw the war coming, and so that not being seen, it's a variable that's kind of hurry up and fix, right? So
yeah, it's really nobody really saw it coming. It was very surprising.
Yeah, so I would say that variable is kind of. I mean, I studied the art of war. And what happens is when you're in a shock situation, that's kind of what the enemy wants you to do. They want to you feel shocked, and make you feel, affected. And so the only way to combat that is either to rebuild, which is not a problem with it is resources. So it's an idea that you have to be self-efficient and find another way of sourcing your energy somewhere else quickly, so these prices don't continue year by year. You have to find a solution. I think that's a good move in Chris's part because it isn't so much innovation because everyone's invented everything. I think it's just a matter of resource gathering. Again, you got to just find where the resource is and see what works for you.
Yeah, that's true. And I think Putin wants to divide Europe and the whole fucking West.
Well, let's look at
smaller pieces.
I mean, dividing based on allies and enemies. So there's old grudges between your nation and Russia for years. And then we're not even talking World War II. We're talking many hundreds of years, right? There's bad blood. And so that bad blood is what they're kind of like playing off of. And Lafayette is not too far away either from you, right? So is it you guys, or is it more like Lafayette that might be the trigger point in your mind?
I don't know. I can't really say about Latvia, but yeah, you're right. There has been a lot of bad blood between Russians and Finnish.
Are you thinking about songwriting about this new era? Are you thinking about maybe expressing a song about this?
No, I wouldn't want to do that. At least with Bad Baron, we are trying to keep it positive.
Keep it positive.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, people need to hear positive songs and just have a laugh and have fun.
So do the mirror effect. When they're doing bad, you do good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Make the best out of the worst situations.
Lemon time. Let's make some lemonade. Oh, that's great. It's a funny joke I always have with the Ducks. Any grapes? At a lemonade stand. You see that cartoon song?
Got any nails? No. Why? Good. You got any grapes?
Gotta readjust.
Now, up there with
so everyone in the world.
I didn't realize you guys butted up right against Russia, but that is a beautiful looking.
Yes, the geography is
you guys
very in history, very amazing. It's kind of critical of the situation. Unlike Canada, the United States, and Mexico, where there's only a border here, a border there. There's many borders that line up with Russia because it's the biggest country on the whole planet.
Right.
So like it has so many borders. There's so many what we call choke off points in military. There's so many choke off points and border lines and bridges. And that's the reason when you're in war, you're always taking out or building bridges, literally, so that the troops can move back and forth. And that just happens in modern warfare. And what they've been doing is taking out the nuclear plants and shut them down, and taking out the bridges. And that's common in war. It's pretty much that's, especially in Europe wars. Bridge taking is World War II. You saw that. So not so much World War I. You had chemical warfare, so a little different. There was rules of engagement, and they didn't follow those.
Stuff that's been outlawed by the Geneva Convention.
And hopefully Russians will not go any further, even though we have this a ninja bomb now. It doesn't explode. It just kills whoever and liquefies them. So there's so many different crazy wars. Artillery is big because the new artillery can come in and pinpoint the tanks. Tanks are not where you want to be in this war situation.
Well, the United States is getting ready to do away with tanks.
Yeah, tanks is you're too much of a target. You're too much like, hey, hit me with a little bomb and kill me. And so I think the year of the tank is pretty much goodbye. I think making battleships, no more. A little droid comes in, your battleship goes sink, and you're gone. Your battleship's gone. Just one bomb kills your battleship. And so by that easy way of looking at how artificial war is now being taken, and this is what Patton said. Patton said that you'll be a push button war. You're not going to have any heroes. We tried with that one pilot, right? there was a pilot in Ukraine. They tried to make a hero, and then he died after he shot down so many people. So he was kind of a hero, then he was gone. There's no many Audie Murphys. There's not going to be any real heroes, in my opinion. I think there's going to be push button heroes. So if you're a hero, you're like the one that's the best Joe sticker. So you can, bang. That's how the war's being fought now. Droids. That's the best kills are coming from non-human weapons, robots, basically. So as I knew would happen, I knew this would happen. I knew this. I knew that. I called people out. I said, dude, robots, man, you don't understand. These robots are badass. They will kill anything. They are non-biased. They don't cry. They have no emotion. They're just robots, okay? Yeah.
Yeah, like in Terminator movies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I remember those. It was like, no, this shit could never happen, really.
It happens.
And look at us
and
now.
You see it on TV. Here's the thing. As soon as you see it, it's like, this should all be frightening the whole planet. The newscast like, it's completely normal. Bombs hitting from the sky, precise bombs dropping, people dying. This is completely normal. This is how it used to happen all the time. No, it didn't. It was a miss all the time. They're very deadly accurate now. So it's like, I don't understand. I think we're all in a numb of what's next for the world. You know what I mean? Are the aliens gonna pop up at the next Capitol meeting? I don't know. World's getting crazy as usual. And we can actually report it live.
It is, and anything can happen.
Yeah, we couldn't do this, 50 years ago. Hey, what's going on? There's a guy named Hitler. He's gonna go into. Oh no, really? We couldn't do that back then. There's no technology. We're there. We can actually communicate and broadcast. Hell, me and Chris are even thinking about getting our AP license. What do you think, Chris? You have to be a journalist?
Yeah,
I wouldn't be joking.
I already got the shit pulled up. I'm just
Yeah, I'm gonna be Joker, like as in Full Metal Jacket.
Like I said, so, I'm probably gonna go at the end of October, and instead of paying for the rest of this year, because I probably ain't gonna do much the rest of this year. I got this trip for my job, and then Christmas, holidays, all that shit. So come at the end of October, I'll probably purchase my AP for next year.
What do you think of that? Becoming a journalist and an artist. I mean, a lot of artists are starting to do that now. What do you think of that? Anyone think that's a good idea? You think that's a good idea?
Well, technically, Troy, like I said, what me and you are doing, sitting right here, talking to Lori, that technically makes us journalists. We're reporting on what he's doing in the Finnish rock scene.
Yeah, and I think internationally that helps him too, because when you exchange people, like you remember it used to be like international exchanges, like people going from one country to another and staying to each other's country. Hey, I'll stay over here. You stay over here. Okay. You visit mine, I visit yours. That was a culture exchange, and I think that's why I always like pushing that we do shows with European artists or people from Australia or New Zealand. A, they can speak English, and B, they're from a foreign land and they're dealing with things, and we're all dealing with things, and people need to know this stuff, because our media, I don't know if you know this or not, our media is not as free as it used to be. So this is about it. This is about as free as you can get, is online stuff like this.
Well, and see, here's also what I love about like the internet stuff. Like, so I've always wanted to go to Europe, and I love talking to people. Like when we had the people in Denmark and all that stuff, I pull up Google Maps over here on this computer, and on this screen, I'm pretty much kind of flipping through, talking to you and looking at pictures of a virtual tour of Oulu, Finland. It's got a pretty cool Tori Polisi, a squat policeman statue.
Yeah, do you have a lot of statues?
I love statues.
It's kind of
love history stuff.
It takes care of the security things in the marketplace.
Really?
It's kind of this huge statue.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
So
just standing there and looking at people being nice.
Wow. Does it actually affect the mind from tourists? Like they look at it and go, oh, I wish I could be like that.
Yeah, probably. People take selfies with it all the time.
Take selfies. Okay, that's all that matters. We must take a selfie of this beautiful thing. Yes.
Of course.
So
is there any? Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
If I was to walk into a restaurant here in Finland, what would be on the menu?
Well, I guess probably on the menu would be burgers and wings and big pizzas. Huge pizzas.
Same kind of crap we eat here in America.
Yeah, but it tastes better. It has to taste better. It's fresher, right?
I was going to say it probably does taste better because they don't have all that artificial.
Yeah, it's all natural.
Yeah, their food.
It's natural, right?
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Oh, they're becoming Americans. They might live in Finland, but they're all becoming Americanized. That's what Robson used to say.
well,
All live in America.
good stuff comes from USA.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh yes.
Oh no. The Coca-Cola has never stopped dropping since 1969.
but even because Heinz ketchup is served around the world, but the United States recipe is different than the rest of the world just because of
the tomatoes?
FDA restrictions.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They're
That's
more they're more strict across the pond at what ingredients can be put into your processed food.
You know,
okay. Well, that's surprising.
So like the hamburger meat you're getting over there that's imported from the United States is not the same hamburger meat that I pick up from the grocery store.
Huh. Well, I know for a fact
Yeah,
beers.
well, I think in Finland there is it's kind of a thing now that you support local, small food producers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
So it is kind of the mass production of food is kind of out now.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's just worldwide. But here's the deal. When it comes to beer, you guys all had IPA, right? Everyone's had IPA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys know the history. I just found out last night at the convention I was at, or should I say, musical reunion. IPA,
Okay.
I guess, was a concept of delivering when things were long time ago, 200 years ago or whatever, basically delivering beer from India to America. And the process was long, and so the traveling of getting to the beer was long, so they put more hops in the beer. And so the taste you get is old beer that's been hopatized, which means it has more sugar in it.
Uh-huh.
And that's why they put flavor IPA, because they need to keep it going or it'll lose its alcohol level. It'll become old and stale. And so not to be stale, they put in the hops, they put the extra sugar in, the extra flavors. That's why you put orange in some of them. Did you know that, Chris?
Wait, say what?
That the reason why you got IPA is because of the traveling from India to America years and years ago. The reason you got that taste is the extra harps, the harping of the hops and the sugars and the flavors. It's needed because of the travel, because you don't want it stale.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you lost me at IPA.
You don't drink IPA at all?
No.
Hell no.
Me neither. I don't like the orangey taste.
No one likes the orange taste. Good. What I'm saying is basically that was the first concept of production food, because you're taking something that was original and you're artificially changing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you like it or not. That's actually occurred 200 years ago. And now we're doing a modern version in every country when it comes to normal food, be it hamburgers, pizza, whatever. It's like we're all eating the same crap. That's what I'm basically saying. It doesn't matter where we're at. We're eating the same crap. So it's like, if you want to call it crap, I do. But I have a garden, so yeah. But I'm unique. Not like the normal thing. I'm lucky. I live in a record company house. I mean, what can I say? Leo's a health freak. Chris, what's up?
Oh, nothing. I'm touring. Sorry, I gotta
touring his location, trying to figure all these cool places to go. Where he knows
there is so much cool stuff over there. I mean, they got this huge.
Say, where can I get this from this? Okay, music wise, what's the best venue next to you where you're at right now? Your house, how far away is the best venue? You would say, or about venues?
Maybe half a kilometers.
Okay, not that far.
500 meters or so. There is Toppila Klubi. It's a pretty nice.
I don't know I'm sorry, I'm a stupid American. I don't really understand the metric system. How long is a kilometer?
I have no idea.
I think it's half the distance of a mile. Okay. So
something like that.
Yeah, it's like half the distance. Like if you say 1 kilometer, it's like half a mile.
Yeah.
All right. So that good enough, about that amount, I think. For this conversation, that's probably how it's going to work.
Is a kilometer?
Well, it's like 5 minutes walk.
Oh, 5. Oh, okay.
Was it
Or
right?
depends
Was it
on
half?
I don't
how
want.
fast you walk.
I want mile.
It's about half a mile, right? Right, Chris, on your math. He's
Uh,
still googling this.
That's
I can do the same. It's 0.47 or something.
well. Now it tells me 1,093 yards. So that's
Great.
5 football. No, 4. No, 3 football fields. No, 100 yards.
It's gonna take forever.
Well, that's 11.
Is it
football
like
fields.
American football field?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
11 American
100
football
yards.
fields.
Before the end zones, so the end zones are actually under 20 yards. So
Yeah,
technically, a
end zone to
football was
end
actually
zone is 100 yards, and then inside the end zone,
the whole.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm a stupid European. We have soccer fields.
Yes. Yes.
Which technically is football, and I'll always consider your guys's. That's the true football.
Well, that's true football.
I mean,
Everybody
it's
says
the
football.
one sport where you strictly
Use
use
your
your
foot.
feet.
Yes.
Yeah, true. That's true. You
That's
kick
true.
the ball.
American
Ball.
football has nothing to do with the foot except for the guy kicking it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's called kicker or the punter. So, or extra point.
But after that has nothing to do with foot.
Yeah, with all the rules are different too. Because now you're running to go to a goalie net. You got to realize they are offsides is different than our offsides. It's a whole different sport.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I used to love watching soccer.
Bigger field actually.
Yeah,
In some respects. It can be a bigger field because they're I think they're more wider. I think if I remember correctly, they're wider fields. Yeah.
Yeah, the fields are pretty huge. I
Yeah,
can't
pretty-
remember the measurements, but it
Yeah, they're
doesn't matter.
yeah.
Yes.
Now I'm trying to think because I was watching one a while back. I can't remember now, but it was going through like the various athletic fields, your soccer fields, football fields, baseball fields, Olympic pools, all the way up to whatever was the biggest one. And I think it was like a soccer pitch or something like that.
Right.
Okay.
Well, let's go a little bit on the music side. So you guys are coming up with a new release. I saw of an album type that you guys are coming out with, right?
Yeah, we released it 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
We have recorded it for almost the whole year 2020.
Right.
Looks like this.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
It's called Ace of Hearts, and we got signed with it to this German label, Pride and Joy Music.
Nice. And what Pride and Joy like? Are they good people? And where are they based out in Germany?
Oh yeah, they're a very nice label.
Nice.
It's a small one, but they really put an effort to promoting the album.
Is that the capital of Berlin, or we're talking Munich, or where are they based at in Germany?
I'm not sure where it is there.
Somewhere in Germany. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, they're a good company. You first time working with a label type like that. Did they approach you? Do you approach them? What's the history of where do you think it's going to go, music wise?
Yeah, we started sending the material to labels, and they got interested.
All right, cool.
And
Awesome.
we negotiated for a while and signed the deal with them.
Nice.
It's like we're supposed to do. We have option for a second album too.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice. And are you
So
thinking
it's
that
an
maybe,
option for a second album, not an obligation for a second album.
Yeah, that's
oh,
right.
they invited you to go down to Central Europe, be it Berlin or in Germany or Denmark? They want you to go down there to play shows, or is that a suggestion or something you're thinking about in the future? maybe
We
next year?
haven't really got anything yet to any gigs or tours outside Finland yet. And actually
Okay.
our calendar is pretty empty right now. We're looking forward to play some festivals next summer.
So going down there would be a possibility.
Yeah, possibility.
Okay. Cool.
We
Awesome.
just have to sell ourselves more actively.
All right. If we can help in voting down in Germany, I do know we have Sober Truth. I believe we're as close to Bonn, right, Chris? If you remember the location, geography whiz. Mr. Munich. I believe they're close to Bonn, right? Or Munich. Sober Truth. Our German friends.
I think
they're somewhere.
I know we had Munich,
Like
Bremen,
southern, like Western. It's a Western Germany.
Stuttgart is Western Germany. Munich is Southern Germany.
Yeah.
Bremen and Hamburg are Northern Germany, and then Berlin is Eastern Germany, over by Poland. But yeah, I think we've had at least someone from all four corners of Germany.
Oh yeah, all four corners. Yeah.
Cool.
And actually, I'm going to Germany, just so you know, in March to April. So I don't know if we're going to hook up or not, but I might be in Germany next year if you guys plan on doing something in the spring or summer. So something to think about.
Okay, that's nice.
I'm going to be traveling by train, just like you. In fact, this was going to be the conversation piece actually today. How did you like traveling on train? I've traveled on trains. I'm going to be traveling on trains more often. Do you like the mode of transportation?
Oh, trains. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to travel by train. I usually use car in Finland because the distances are pretty long, and with your own car you can have your own schedule, and it's just nice to drive.
Right. And it also gives you convenience to stop where you want to stop.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Good times. Chris,
so with an album comes a tour. You guys got tour dates?
Just in Finland, he said. Yeah, just in Finland. We haven't even played that many gigs yet. It's like we have rehearsed 3 times and we have played 4 gigs.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
But the album, the CD is made, the music is ready. The
CD is made because it's our drummer recorded drums in a real studio owned by Jan Rechberger, the drummer of Amorphis, the Finnish metal band. And everything else was recorded in our own home studios, basses, keys, and guitars and vocals.
Right, and then put this together. That's good. Nice.
Yeah, because we all live in different parts of Finland.
Right.
Guys live in the south, and our guitarist in eastern part of Finland, and I live in Oulu, so we don't get together that much.
And Finland's a pretty
we just all recorded separately.
Right. It'd be the equivalent if I had a band member in Vancouver, BC, and then another one was in LA, and I was in Portland, Oregon. That's the distance I think you're talking about, and it's a remarkable distance to keep a band rolling. That's just that's dedication. I admire your guys.
Yeah, it is, and I think in the years of pandemic, when everybody had to stay home, you just have to keep on inventing new ways to make music.
Yes, I think that's even more of the case of the benefit of your guys' prowess, and keep on pursuing the musical aspect, which is creative. You guys are creating good music, and that's what I like about it. And I notice this in America, there's a lack of creation and more duplication. There's more tribute bands and cover bands than actual creative original bands. Like for myself, I'm original, you're original. Chris, I'm sure you were an original band as well, right? At one time?
Kind of.
You weren't completely cover? Good for you.
Well,
you can explain that history, I guess, Chris. You're again our guitar player. You play guitar, right, War? You play guitar as well, or is it just sing? It's just singing in this band, right?
Me?
Yeah, you just sing, right?
Yeah, I sing and I play bass.
Vocals and bass.
You do play bass. I also play bass. I like bass.
Yes,
too. So, is it a nice instrument? Do you like it? I like it.
Oh yeah, I like it. I really enjoy playing it. Bass is the balls of music.
Ah ha ha! That's right. You keep that drummer in place, goddammit.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I really like to deal with a lot of band members. I went through like 33 members, and it was always because the guitar player wanted to control the action. And it's like, that's cool. But the drummer thought the guitar player was smarter, but it wasn't. The bass player had to find the timing aspect. And the guitar player wasn't that smart. He was just playing off of chords. So he could go anywhere he wanted. It was the bass player that kept the drummer in line. And the drummer always gets confused. So
So a while back, my wife said, I have enough guitars. I don't need to get any more guitars. I said, no, that's impossible. And I had already had it lined up with a buddy of mine to get the upright. So I came home one day, carrying in this 6-foot tall upright bass. And she says, I said, no more guitars. It's not a guitar. That's all I could say. It's not a guitar.
it's not. It's standing bass.
Yeah. But it looks really good. That is very beautiful upright.
Thank you.
What kind of bass do you like, Lauren? What kind of bass? What kind of bass do you prefer? What kind of ampage do you prefer when playing bass?
Well, quite basic bass, 4 strings and electric.
No.
That's all I can say.
As long as it plays good and it sounds good, you'll play it, huh?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
pretty.
It's just it has to feel good. I like the neck of the instrument has to be quite thin.
Okay, you have preference. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Everyone should have a preference.
Yeah. And I'm actually waiting for a new instrument from my friend.
Oh, so you're constantly going through instruments. That's good. You're still in the process of figuring out what bass do I want to really hone on to. That's good.
Yeah,
for me, it was
I have this Yamaha bass that I use most, and then I have Firebird. I guess that was the model. I really like to play with that. And then I'm supposed to get a pink one.
Nice. That will definitely
a neon pink bass.
If you really want to go far, you can put lights on it and the girls will love it.
Right?
Yeah.
People have done that. They're done with their bicycles and their motorbikes. Why not? Just put some lights on the guitar. Screw it. Oh, I'm sorry, a bass. It's not a guitar.
Yeah.
Hey,
and didn't Spinal Tap guitarists have even a small aquarium in guitar?
I've seen a guy
with a
use
fish in there.
He literally had lights going off with smoke, a little smoke machine on the guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, dude wanted to be a one-man band. It was in a band, like, dude, what? And it would blow bubbles, smoke bubbles, while playing, and a light machine down there. I was like, nice job, guy. Take it.
That's hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Would you ever do that, Chris? Would you put smoke and lights on your instrument?
Dude,
if you had a choice?
When you said that, you made me at one point for a minute
You
there.
did.
I used to ride around on a pink Harley.
Wow.
Oh wow, yeah, indeed. See, this shop talk, it gets deep, bro. We go international deep.
Well, I needed a bike. I knew a stripper that had one, and
right. Likely story.
I ended up with a pink Harley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what happened.
And when
pink
I
Harley
say
and
it was,
stripper.
when I say it was pink, it was
that kind of
Wow.
that don't come up good in the light, but I mean it was.
Yeah, I couldn't get the idea. It's reddish pink. It was as pink as
No,
Michelle.
it was like
hair.
No, it was
Michelle
like neon pink.
So we took Michelle, so I had to like totally flame it out for Michelle the Dead's hair because she had pink hair, I think, right?
Hers was more red.
More red and more reddish pink. Okay. All right. Well, that's the thing. You want to go more reddish pink or go pink pink? Something to think about, I guess. Colors. Yeah.
Neon colors are so nice.
I just noticed that Chris has a Twinkie shirt on. I don't know where the hell he got that from.
From fucking Twinkies.
Did you
Back in the
have
day, back in the day, you ate enough Twinkies, they'd give you a shirt.
Yeah, they're gonna like give you money for wearing it on the show. I mean, shit.
They should.
wear my stuff.
I actually thought about changing it before the show.
Yeah,
That's true. I should have.
you should call them up. Say, dude, I want some money. I'm advertising your product. I want my money.
Where's my $2? I want my $2.
Yeah, exactly. I always put my stuff up for my stuff. So like I'm advertising me. You're advertising Twinkies, man. You're not getting a cent. I mean, there's some Twinkies being sold now. We're like advertising the sell of Twinkies, bro.
Well, normally
You have to pay yourself.
Exactly. Again, my shirt, my band, my logo.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give money to yourself.
That's right. I like that. Now that's talking internationally.
And I decided until a certain kind of soda pop or whatever I'm drinking wants to sponsor me, I can no longer show the can, but
at least he knows the nutritional values. It says nutritional facts.
Nah.
And it says made right. Is that a strip club close to you? Are you advertising a strip club now?
Nope.
That's definitely the
dance. It is my a kid I work with.
He has a dancing stripper on a pole for an advertisement symbol.
No, this is actually for a band. I made Linda's Love They Skag # Your Mom Loves Us.
Using a stripper image silhouette for their band logo.
the kid I work with, he said he used to be in a band, and this was one of their last huggies, they call them. I'm like, I don't know. We always called them koozies. But the band was called the Dick Bellies and the Beef Curtains.
And their symbol was
that's the band name.
That was the band name.
They should have called us those strippers on a pole. They probably have made it. Strippers on a pole. I could make a song about that. God damn it. Oh well.
Well, hey, someday I will have the funds raised for my Chronic Chris Asgard Radio tour bus, which will have a stripper pole.
In a hot dog outfit.
Hey, when I worked at the Top Fuel Saloon up in Braywood, I always said I was going to get a hot dog outfit, and on Wednesday for Weenie Wednesday, I was going to stand out front, and anyone that came up, ask me about my wiener.
He actually been in one of those things, but he said he didn't drive it.
Yeah.
So he's saying he in the wiener, which is a big giant hot dog.
It's a hot dog shaped truck.
Yeah, and he was inside of it. I guess they liked him. He said it was like an RV.
It was like an RV. They got couches set up, couple of bunks in the back, 2-person crew.
Mm-hmm. You know the funny thing? I'm going to tell you guys something that you guys wouldn't have known unless you're at the party. I had a friend, and they're all wanting to go to NAMM and stuff. And we're all talking about world power and stuff like that. You know, musicians. And we're smoking out of a banana pipe, glass pipe. They actually make them. Yeah. I enjoyed smoking out of the banana. It was awesome. The girls were laughing, but it was cool. I didn't give a shit. You could smoke either way on either side of the banana, a glass pipe, because the configuration.
Oh, right.
We mostly smoked off of the big half versus the small half, and that was where the chamber was. So you're not going to pull out a banana pipe, are you?
I'm
Chris?
not.
Okay,
not a banana.
You're like looking for something.
I'm getting a little curious here. What kind of is a banana pipe? I've never seen or heard anything like that.
Oh, dude, it was awesome. It was. You're gonna love this.
I gotta dig deep for this.
I think he's going deep for a pipe.
We call this one the nightstick.
Oh yes, the nightstick. We called that a shotgun type. What do they call it? Yeah, I think it's a shotgun pipe, as we called them. Yes, they're good pipes.
Yeah, they're good and fuck you up pipes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, mine is kind of the same color, as the banana pipe. It is yellow, but it has the kind of like, and you can tell where the weed goes in the hole, and then you have a large opening for your mouth. So
Yeah, and yours is one of those,
really simple pipe.
one of these.
Yeah, yours is yours glass? Mine's plastic.
No, mine's plastic because mine's
plastic too. Mine's rubber actually. I can actually see. I can almost fold it. Almost see. It's all plastic.
Mine's got dice in it.
And then like this is of course glass. So you don't want to break. I kind of broke it here. See the tip right there? It's kind of broken.
Yeah.
It still smokes. So in fact, I got some weed in there right now. I'll just have a bong hit real fast.
So
Give me stone, Chronic Chris. What you're addicted to?
Hey, I've always claimed to be the enabler. So I like to ask, it's rock and roll industry. We all like to drink and smoke and have a good time. What are your laws regarding that over there?
He got signed. We should congratulate the man.
Yeah,
he's signed to a German label.
Well, we're gonna toast him in a minute. I mean, that's why I'm asking. What's the rules over there? And
how you celebrate your victories? Any Finnish victory dances that we know of that we can learn?
No, just drink a lot.
It's just when you're having good times, you just drink. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's quite the same than in America. Go to a club and get wasted.
Drinking, yes. These people go crazy in the streets. They riot their cities and burn them to the ground, so they're so happy. Mostly happens. Still, that's beside the point.
See,
this is true. You know that, Chris. That for happiness, we destroy our cities for a whole night. Usually.
Yeah. Well.
Usually.
Yeah, and then in protest, they destroy them for weeks.
Yes. Yes. The society is either going to collapse or they need to make bigger arenas. See, that's what they did in Rome. They made gladiators fight, and then the civilians were satisfied. So they need to find some way to satisfy these crazy, greedy, assessed consumers. So they need to go to an Amazon convention of the bot fighting. Maybe bot fighting will become the new sport to settle the nerves of unrested spirits that need to be shanked by some kind of glory fee of triumph in the arena. Just again, it's Roman concepts. I don't know. What do you think? You think big gladiators will occur? Robot wars? Could the movies come true?
I think here never could happen here. Finnish people are pretty
robot war. Yeah, you wouldn't go, hey, robot war. What? This is not real.
Yeah.
But here it'd be like kill the robot, you kill that robot. There's much entertainment of the ninja bomb concept. It doesn't blow up, it just liquefies you. So that's
that sounds bad.
It's the gore of it all, man. It's just, I don't know, people are just, we're like talking about horror movies and cannibalism, and this hot girl was telling us about it, and while she was putting a bug in her mouth, this is the entertainment value of America now. We're reduced to simple tricks like talking about the dead and how they walk like zombies. It's childish, but it's still what people crave for. Right, Chris?
Yeah, it's one form of entertainment.
Yes, entertainment. Like it's extremely good way of putting it.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing I wanted to, I like to ask about, your history over there, because I know Finland, Sweden, Norway, that was all Vikings, all that stuff. So, there's got to be a lot of Viking culture and stuff like that over there, right?
Ruins.
Not in Finland necessarily, but I think Norway is the Viking country, a real Viking country.
Okay.
Yeah. There are ancient buildings.
They invaded England. They're closer. So like Norway and Sweden probably, but yeah, you're right. Finland. You guys dealt with the Russians a lot, right? A lot of history of the Russians.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes, okay. Yes. Long history with the Russians. Yes. And Latvia, is that not too far away? Lafayette is a country from the east, also northeast or somewhere.
South.
Yeah, it's a bit more south. south from Finland.
Is that like close to Leningrad or whatever? So that's where you're getting you're like tipping in from the south.
I don't know. I don't have the Google Maps here.
Hold on.
What is this?
Hold on. Yeah, Finland, and just south of Finland it is Estonia, then Latvia. This all borders with Russia, and St. Petersburg is right there.
Yeah, or Leningrad or whatever.
Yeah, St. Petersburg is Russia's southern border with Finland across from Helsinki.
Now that's a trading outpost too. So like a lot of the trading outposts have cut down because of the energy problem with Russia and Ukraine. So all these checkoff points of fuel and resources, ports basically.
Yeah, that's all port cities for the Gulf of Finland.
Dry up and you don't have anything coming off the docks, you got no trade, and with no trade, you got no oil. With no oil, you got no resources. So the prices are going to go up. Supply and demand.
Yeah, that's the capitalism.
That's I think that not only capitalism, that's how trade used to work even in the colonial times. You know, like if you're going to get cotton or spices or food or anything, and at the time it was still new, so they were like, oh, you know, we can get our own. But yeah, eventually we all became demanding, conveniently wanting this, and when the whole world wanted something, it became a need overnight. You know, so from what a want was became a need, and a need become a resource gathering. Now you have a way of transporting resources, and once you get into that flow, you get used to it, and you don't know how to go the other way around again. You know how to be self-efficient, and that's why I think a lot of countries are trying to figure out how do you become self-efficient. So just in case another country decides not to trade with you, how can you survive without these trades? So yeah, something to get through, I guess, for everybody in the world. Trade will be a big issue, I think, in the next few years.
But then
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But then now he also lives on the other side of Finland, at the Gulf that's on the other side of Sweden.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you ever like your geography? I mean, looking at your country and seeing how it's arranged, you know, with all the different just the scenery, I guess. And I think it's also because you have a lot of cliffs. You have a lot of cliffs, like it's like ocean cliff, and then you got all the mountains and everything. So the terrain, do you appreciate the terrain where you live?
Yeah, I do. I really like to look at maps and see all the cool places I have never visited, and
so basically you
probably never will visit.
Never find every place in Finland. Yes. It's just too big, too vast. Yeah. It's too vast to find every little square foot or square millimeter or whatever you want to call it in measurement. You just can't see it all.
Like straight up, I'm a Google Maps junkie, and now they got Google Earth, where you can literally go around the globe and just mess around, and you can look at Google Earth at night. That's kind of cool, seeing all the cities lit up.
I gotta ask the 9-year-old question. So when does it snow there where you're at? When does it start snowing? When does it get cold?
Maybe in October or November.
So you get your first snow sometimes in October?
Yeah, probably.
And how deep can it get? Get pretty deep?
It usually comes just a couple of centimeters and then it melts away.
Yeah, that's it.
In November it stays longer, and the snow is getting really a lot of it.
Yeah, my birthday's November 14th, so I figure that around that time you'll start getting some snow.
Yeah, and like last winter I had like 1 meter piles of snow here.
And what do you do?
Really, we just had to plow it wherever we could.
And you use any means necessary to plow? Anything?
Yeah.
Shovel? Anything?
Yeah, shovel, and we have special tools for it.
Yeah, I got blowers and cutters. Oh, that must be creative. You ever made like ice cube type like they go igloos? You ever try making those?
No, never. But snowmen.
Yes.
That we do sometimes.
Yes. Do you ever do that?
Yeah, sometimes we do.
Sometimes they do. Or the angel go in the snow and make an angel.
Yeah, but that's cold stuff, really.
Now, what's your guys' versions of the wintertime holidays? Do you celebrate Christmas or do you celebrate Krampus or?
Yeah.
I know different.
Yeah, we celebrate Christmas and Easter.
Okay.
Mostly, those are the biggest fest seasons in Finland on winter time.
And there's probably a lot of different Norseman concepts that still kind of linger because you're close to Norway and Sweden. So I figure you probably do have some of those, like he's like Krampus, basically old-fashioned type legends of the Christmas father or something, the equivalent, I guess, bringing presents or whatever.
Oh yeah, there is some old mythology about Christmas. The pagan Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah, Christmas is full of Norse and pagan mythology. And so is Easter.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so it's all in your art form in your shops and stuff. And by the way, what kind of shops were you talking about? Like, you have wood shops, or do you like old-fashioned shops? I mean, what would a tourist see in the city? I mean, a good city in like Finland. I mean, what would you probably see? Would it be brick type landscape, a lot of old brick, I take it, or would be new houses as well? A mixture of both, I take it.
I think it's a good mixture of both. There are really old houses in Oulu, for example. Right. And well, for example, this house where I live in, this was built in 1904.
Right. Okay.
So it's over 100 years old. And then again, on the other side of the streets, the big houses are built like 2 years ago or so.
You guys have got your construction down. That's good. It's similar to
I bet you his house will stay standing after their houses are gone.
Construction is construction, but you guys don't get earthquakes, do you?
No, not at all.
Well, there it is.
I have experienced only one earthquake here, and it was really mild.
Yeah, we had a 3.7 not too long ago in Seattle area.
Now, I'm wondering what's up with your highway system, because like they randomly start and just disappear.
Like well, there's water on both sides, and that thing's going away. Erosion.
Yeah, they just vanish into space.
So, like where you're at, the E8, it starts somewhere south of Oulu and then ends somewhere north of it.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of changes into a smaller road.
Okay.
You do have
no
like.
So you guys have no like national highway across Finland.
What's that?
So there's no like national highway across Finland.
No, yeah, it stops in somewhere in the up north.
A lot of roads.
Changes into a smaller road.
Yeah. So like basically, like sometimes when roads die, it's because of erosion or just because the road just wasn't built there, and that's understandable because you only can build so much road in a vast. I mean, you guys have such an interesting terrain. I mean, it's amazing. It's just so much mountains and so much. I mean, you have a lot of forest, don't you? A lot of wood.
Very, very much forest.
A lot of forest, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, did you got problems when it snows, so therefore your power may go out because of the trees falling over the power lines, or is it all underground power?
The power lines are down sometimes when there are storms and stuff like that, but they're usually repaired very quickly.
Good. That's good. At least you know where the trees are. we always like cut our trees and trim them, like that's what they're supposed to do. But every state is different, every county, sir, because this is the United States. We'll do this if the mayor says that, or this county guy says that, and so it's really kind of like locally. It depends on where you're at, and that's the sad thing. Where I figure in Finland, it pretty much is ran pretty much the same everywhere in Finland, where we're kind of like a little bit messed up in that respect. We don't have one, national concept of how to take care of stuff, which I wish we did. I wish we actually had that happening. We used to, I think in the 70s and 80s, then we lost it somewhere in the 90s. I don't know where it went.
Yeah, well, the United States is a big country. So
That's true too. It is a big country, but yours is a big country
Oh.
as well.
So you say,
Well,
you said you got a huge metal scene over there. What are some of your favorite bands over there?
from Oulu, I think More Subita is one of the really coolest metal bands from here. They're quite new. They've been releasing like maybe 4 or 5 albums.
Damn.
Okay.
Production.
What's their name again?
Any songs you like from that band? Any particular one that bounces out to you?
No, I think their all songs are great. More Subita.
What's their more their traditional concepts of making a song? Is there anything how they do it that catches the eye or catches the ear?
Yeah, I think for them they are kind of like groovy death metal band.
Ah, okay.
So it's all about rhythmics for them.
Okay.
It sounds really tough and tight.
Like I kind of heard something like that last night, so I like that kind of sound too.
Yeah.
Chris, so
Yeah.
we got to get him in news depth of what's going on. Do you want to enlighten him on the news of Asgard Radio? What's going on lately? We always keep on talking about the Pantera story. So let's go back again. Is Zakk Wylde going into Pantera? What's the news, Chris?
It's happening. Shows. I mean, they're going on as Pantera.
Can't stop him. Zakk Wylde
Can't stop them. No.
Black Label Society is going to be the bass player for Wow.
I mean, I guess they got the approval from all
I don't want to say the word unless it's, I don't want to make breaking news unless is it official?
Yeah, it's official. Zakk Wylde is playing guitar for with Frank Benelli of Anthrax and Rex Brown and Phil Anselmo on vocals, and they're going around as Pantera.
Who's the bass player?
Wow.
Rex.
Yeah, he's the original bass player of Pantera.
Which I've stated my opinion on this before. I not a fan of the idea, but there is an idea.
Me neither. But if people want to go and see it, it's their problem.
But there is an idea I am a huge fan of, ladies and gentlemen. September 27th on Netflix. Rob Zombie's The Munsters.
Yes, we were mentioning that in the last show with our dear friend Michelle of the Dead.
Yep. There's the official release date, September 27th. And then they're also going to be doing Tim Burton's Wednesday and 30 years in the making, Hocus Pocus 2. With all 3 original Sanderson sisters. I mean, call me crazy, but you can't. It's Halloween. You can't have Halloween without Hocus Pocus.
Gotcha. The 3 witches live again.
Which
okay.
I'm trying to figure out how.
Someone's dead, right?
Well, like I told my wife, and I'm a big fan of the original. If you sit down and watch the original with me, I will point out every single Easter egg, every single little hidden thing in the movie. And there's a
I don't know if Bad Baron knew or not, but we're actually going music movies now. I think that's because in a lot of respects it's the natural course, but also because music does best when it's played on a movie, because then you get the big royalties. In my opinion, as an artist.
Right.
There is a Bad Baron you got on a movie, that would help you out a little bit, right? Just a little bit.
Yeah, that would help us a lot.
Yeah, I would think so.
maybe for next some kind of Johnny Depp movie or whatever.
Yes. Johnny Depp, we're listening. This is the band for your next movie soundtrack.
I actually watched 3 documentaries the other night. One was on Leadbelly. One was called Electrified, the history of the guitar, and another one was a John Hughes thing. And movie soundtracks wouldn't be the way they are today if it weren't for John Hughes.
Why is that, Chris? As I look for my
because he was, in the 80s, he was one of the they had like the Star Wars, they had the orchestra and stuff, but they never actually had like rock music and stuff like that in a soundtrack. They had the musicals, but that was its own genre of movie, but you never had a music soundtrack, like you do now until John Hughes.
All right. I believe you. Like some of the movies he's done.
Oh,
didn't you?
He was the voice. He was the voice of a generation in the 80s.
Throw some movies out.
Oh, Pretty in Pink, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Breakfast Club, Weird Science.
Narrator.
Pretty
the legendary
Pink,
movie.
16 Candles.
You just did the music, or do you ever did narration? I know some people do narration too, and then do music.
Actually, and this documentary, this thing I watched on him, it wasn't really a documentary to him. It was more of like they were trying to do this documentary to get John Hughes to make a comeback. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago.
They debated and they lost. He's already gone.
But they just talked about all the movies and how they spoke to multiple generations now, and even the younger generation. And I told my wife, this is one thing me and the younger generation agree on, because a bunch of the kids were saying John Hughes movies and those classic movies are awesome. Movies nowadays suck. It's all fake and the stars are just fake. And I'm like,
that's the one thing about music and being a singer. And I'm sure you might relate to this, is that sometimes directing your music or directing the course of where it goes, like I was saying, videos and stuff, making a video or making something that's symbolistic is key to your direction skills if you're going to make a movie or anything, or even just a song video, so for me, I would want that control, because I have a vision for my songs, but as for a movie maker, the sound of the soundtrack is key to present the movie. I mean, what would if Star Wars was with a really crappy movie sound? We probably wouldn't watch Star Wars as much as we do now, right? We just say, oh, it's just another B-list movie that got famous.
Yeah, I mean, if the Imperial March was anything else but what it is.
Right, exactly. You would not go see Star Wars. You would not go see trilogies of Star Wars. You would not go see their X flicks of like the Boba Fett series or whatever. So it just wouldn't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
But same thing with Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
Yes.
The movie wouldn't be that scary if the music was something else. The music is just fucking chilling in that movie.
It's key to presenting the mode and the mood. I always tell people feeling is like a Bruce Lee thing. Feeling's important, because if you can have the right feeling, you can channel it. If it's not channeled, like the ear goes, nope, I'm not listening to this. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to have something that's catchy. That's why we call them hooks in guitars, right? So get that
precisely
hook, find that hook, and that's what they keep on saying when you play guitar, or you're singing, even find where your sweet spot is, and then aim for that direction, trying to make it like that more. But you don't want to overdo it, because it's always soft, hard. It's how we always do things in life and music. We try to go low and high, and we're trying to find the sweet spot, but we're trying not to stay into it too much, because over concentration of sweet spots eventually becomes just noise rock, which is fine. Some people like noise rock, but each their own. But you get the idea. I mean, good music, good sound makes for good movies. And so I think if you got a good band, you got good sound, approach them. I mean, as much as you approach labels, approach a potential movie. Warner Brothers, it doesn't matter who it is, Sony's, whoever, even independent films. If you can get creds on an independent, I did that just recently. I mean, I had to get rid of some of these tryout members, but we got cred for a video that wasn't ours. We were just there. And that representation of accreditation, it does build up in time. And your history is what you've done. Right. So that's just me trying to all artists, not just yourself, but get it out there. Put the creds where you need it, where you can be, because if you know you can get some, it's gonna build like I guess we're talking about snow and water. You'll become a giant avalanche. So
yeah, I think I'm gonna call the Warner Bros. Right after this.
But you know what I'm saying, though? I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad to make a video, to have a medium aspect in that respect. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, a lot of people like Tim Burton, everyone's talking about like we're coming in the time of Halloween and Christmas, whatever. So
yeah, I mean, when it comes to, I honestly think Tim Burton's the king of Halloween movies.
Yeah. So like the idea of trying to take this to the next level with a lot of artists, think of the visual as much as your sound and how it blends together. That's a process that we all have to consider. We only live so long, but this mode of doing things, when you get to a certain point, it's going to get you a little further, I think, and you're going to enjoy it more, especially if you make your own video and you see the finished product. So something to think about.
Yeah,
not every art.
You have to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, it's one way.
All the time.
It's not a hard way either, especially with the modern technologies, with the video programs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can play in a song, either it's a cartoon, anime, whatever. You know what I mean? Slideshows, whatever. You can kind of concentrate on whatever you want to do for a visual aspect, and then that could be beneficial. And if anything, it's gonna be creative. In your own film.
Hold on 1 minute, all right? I'm gonna send you a link. I need you to click on it right away.
Oh my. Got a mass share going on here, Chris?
Yeah, you know who.
I would love to know what's going on.
All right,
Curious minds want to know.
Well, we're gonna crap. Where the heck is it now?
Well, it can't be the Queen of England. It's now a king now.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not a queen. Damn.
Yeah, she's dead.
Go.
Oh,
She's dead. Long live the king, on the same birthday as me. Therefore, changed by the way, Prince Charles. King Charles of Wales, now England, and all 15 realms. I'm trying to match your sound issues there as everyone's moving around.
All right.
That's your porch, right, bro? Out in Finland, that's your porch. Y'all outside.
It's nice dark here, isn't it?
It is dark. Yeah, timelines do change around the world. It's about after here. You're about what, 9:30, 10 o'clock?
No, it's 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. here.
11.
Yeah.
Well, we started at 9 or we started at 10?
Yeah, we did.
9 or 10?
No, 10.
You're 8 hours ahead of us then.
Oh, 1 hour already. So if you want to hit the first part concept, this is your line right here, Chris. For the first part, we line it here. We'll be back on the second part.
Second part, in just a moment, we'll have a special guest coming right up.
See how still I am? See, then you can cut it. And
then all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Special guest jumping in from the great state of Maine, the Heathen. I am Chronic Chris of Asgard Radio. With me always on a Sunday Fun Days, Troy Anderson doing Shop Talk with Lori from Bad Baron. Now, they're going to keep it going real quick. I will be right back. Keep going, guys.
All right, from Maine, introduce yourself, please.
Well, this is the Heathen from Maine. You know that, Troy.
I know that, but we're being sharing this to the world, pre-recorded on YouTube. So you're on the second part. This is our friend from the Baron, Lauren. This is the Heathen from Maine, an area that's very similar to your region in geography, because like they have, you guys have cliff size, you got a lot of similar background of foresties. It gets very cold in the winter in Maine, right?
Yep, yeah, real cold.
And you're not too far from the Atlantic Ocean, I take it as well.
Yeah, it's mainly like the Finland of United States.
Basically, the Finland of the United States. I mean, they're very close to Canada. I mean, Newfoundland is like literally a handfoot away. So if you look at a map.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you gotta love snow to live here.
Yeah. So this is what we would consider what happens to people of your background in any location. They look like a Viking. So there it is. It happens everywhere. When you get too far north, You become a Viking. It's just, we don't know why.
Pretty much.
This is a human condition. I believe I've been studying human. It's like anthropology. You heard of anthropology, the study of humanity. I've been studying creatures like this for years. Oh, sorry, people like this for years.
There's no better way to live than the Viking way.
Taking zoology classes way too far. So if you were to describe yourself, heathen, in the great state of Maine, what is the occupation in like a December month? And what do you guys do when the snow is too deep?
Oh, unless you have a winter job, you pretty much hibernate like a polar bear. No, like a grizzly bear, I mean. Black bear here in Maine, pretty much hibernate for a few months and then hibernate for a few months and then come back out, and it's pretty much home and work, man. We don't get the chance to have a lot of rock venues. There's a lot of country music that goes on. Rarely do you get to have a lot of rock bands that come and play a lot, you know, especially here in the area I'm in, man. I mean, you're like pretty much right out in the middle of nowhere, central Maine.
Yeah, it looks like it almost looks like you might be in an Irish bar, but you're at your house, I take it.
Yes.
It looks really steamy, like perhaps this man is talking in his bathroom, or maybe it's somewhere deep in the mountains of Maine.
Yeah, could be, possibly. Yeah, I've been there too. Really, I was lucky that this one job we had, we were way out in the middle of the mountains.
Heathen, the shirt. What can you tell the describing audiences that can barely speak or read English? What does that say, dear sir?
Gone to my happy place. Be back soon. I'm here.
It's an announcement of the world. That's awesome. See, that's what I'm saying. Shirts, you know, they have a really power when you're on a TV aspect or video cast. You know, the visuals can really make a thing. Even Heathen, way his appearance of being like a complete madman with his hair out, like some kind of like what they call them back in the Viking times, berserkers.
Berserkers, yeah.
Oh God, you changed your landscape there, Chris. This is Kentucky, I guess.
No, I had to let the dogs out real quick.
Oh, I mean, like the terrain of Kentucky. It looks like you guys have a very nice area. It's of course there's light, not like darkness in Finland. It must be the afternoon, about 2 o'clock past, so it's like 3 o'clock now, I take it.
After 3.
You've had tornadoes before there, right? Bad weather, good weather, flooding. Oh, beautiful skies today though.
Sure.
Nice blue.
Want to see something cool? I don't know if you can hear this or not.
This is the Adventures of Chris in Kentucky. Yes. Please continue.
Okay, this is my gold digger. That was when I close it.
Oh my. Oh, okay. What the hell is that, art piece or just like, oh yeah, it's your, oh I see your curtains. Musical notes on our curtains. Yes. You set us down by the fan. We're looking at a fan now.
Now listen.
Don't forget to take out the trash.
Oh, she told you not to forget to take out the trash.
Yeah, when I open my front door, it says, "Don't forget to take out the trash."
It's just like something that just says that. You scoop by the laser pointer.
My home security system says that.
Oh, you have an AI system. That's awesome. You guys have that too in Finland. Do you have like AI systems that can talk to you? You know, play your music and stuff. You have all those modern technologies shipped in the buses from here.
Oh yeah, they have something like that, but I don't have that kind of technology in my house.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but Levi wouldn't let that happen.
I
I used to have a dog to take care of the burglars and stuff.
Right, yeah.
Ethan, you're still in the primitive case of Maine. You know, I mean, you probably won't get modern technology of normal cell phones for at least 5 more years.
Right.
So
yeah.
just wait for a galaxy to
else.
come to you in 5 years. You'll be fine, Heathen. Yes. You two will enjoy the galaxy.
I just got introduced to all this Twitch and stuff like that, man, 3 years ago.
Oh, good Lord. You're so
Oh,
deprived.
yeah, man. I thought it was all about people playing video games, man. So I never bothered with it. And it's like
They
I had a
put the-
whole new world opened up to me.
No. The world has changed, Heathen. The world has changed. Biden is president now. Trump is coming back, but Biden is president.
Yeah.
He's scarier than ever at 95. He's
Now you know
95.
why I went and hiding.
Yes, Google hide and Google hide. That's there you go. That's how you had Heathen. Watch out for those muskrats in Maine. You do have muskrats, right?
Oh yeah. Here where I live, we have bear that goes right out across the front lawn, man. Seriously.
Yeah, furry bears will feed you and eat you, huh? Uh-huh.
Maine black bear walk right out across the lawn at night.
Grizzly or black bear?
Maine black bear, yeah.
Black bear, huh?
And
You gotta
moose.
watch out when you go outside.
Yeah. Yogi Bear probably wants your picnic basket. Watch out. How
The
big
problem
can
is
Yogi-
I'm no bigger than a picnic basket. That's what worries me.
how big can Yogi get there with his little friends? Get pretty big. Those
Say it
black
again,
bears.
Trev?
Those black
Oh yeah,
bears.
they're
they-
pretty good size.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Yeah.
Of course, we all know polar bear would be the biggest in the world.
Well, you keep up, man.
You got polar bear, grizzly, black bear, brown bear.
Do you get any bands in your state that actually want to make it big in Maine? I mean, is there any band in your particular area that you think has a chance? Even
There
Even
is
one?
a band that I know of that I watched. A young fellow was a close friend of mine. To my cousin and stuff, when he passed away. His name's Ben Goodwin. They have a band called Tyler Healy that plays a lot in town. Plays here in Maine a lot. They're a young
Awesome.
group. Some of the musicians are a little older, but Tyler, to me he's young. I'm 44, but to me he's a young kid. But they're good. They're real good, man.
44 is your
And,
new. Oh, there you go. All right.
They should become they should play a lot more and get a little more out of Maine, I think. But that's their own thing. That's just my personal opinion. I think they'd do a lot better, become better, and succeed more if they got a chance to go out of Maine. They always play in Maine all the time, and if they had the chance, I think they'd do really good. I think they'd do great.
You think they should go down to Boston or something?
Yeah.
Boston's the
Yeah,
way to
go
go. Go to Boston.
Go to some music venues,
Right.
and music festivals. Music festivals, I think that's one of the greatest things out there.
Well,
get
I
all
just
these bands
approach
together.
your music scene in Maine and say, band members from Maine, if you want to make it, go to Boston and find a rock place.
Sometimes it isn't what you know, it's who you know.
Or just move on a train
Yeah.
or bus or something, airplane, something. Travel helps.
Travel,
You
yeah.
have a countryside and you go fishing, right? You go fishing, right? Occasionally, you fish or eat the fish. There is fish,
Once
right?
in a while.
Once in a while. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't get much time.
I never
Yeah,
asked.
Maine's no
It
lobster, yeah.
fish. Is it fishing? Is it for sport? Is it for enjoyment, recreation, food?
Some people do it for food, but I go fishing. I'm more catch and release, more for the sport.
Chris, you like fishing? You like fish, Chris? Is
I
Chris
like,
even there?
I like fishing.
Like fishing? Yeah. Lauren, fishing or you on fishing?
Yeah, I love fishing too.
Fishing.
On the summertime, it's a very, very nice, relaxing thing to do.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's
We
like
have so
yoga,
much lakes.
except I still get to kill something.
I have to ask Troy, are we talking about wilderness fishing or are we talking about fishing back in high school?
No, we're just talking about the fish, my friend. We're
We
not
ain't
talking about.
talking about catfishing.
Okay.
Not saying we're going PG or anything. We're just talking about what we do on the side before we go into that deep subject. If you want to talk about love channels and love tunnels, I guess we could go and talk about cliff sides. No, you go in a train, you go in a hole, you come out in another hole. So that's a tunnel, I guess. You know, I've been in the longest tunnel I've been in was like about 1.5 minutes out in the Cascades. It's a long ass tunnel for a train to go down. And they're going like what, 50 miles per hour?
Yeah.
what would be
Yep.
75 kilometers or whatever an hour.
Oh, I'd like to
So-
travel on a train. Never got a chance to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Oh yeah. You see the whole scenery.
Where is that tunnel in the United States that I want to go through?
What's it long? You know, all you see is darkness.
No, I thought it was Massachusetts.
Darkest thing in the world, though. I'll tell you guys that. If you're in a tunnel for that long, it is dark. You feel like you're dead, like you're gone to hell, because there is no light in a tunnel that far down. Light does not exist. It's amazing. You're with all these other people in darkness. It's remarkable. Then I turn my phone.
Lincoln-
It's dark.
Lincoln Tunnel, where the hell is that? Boston? Is that where it is?
Sounds
I
about
think
right.
it's New York. I'm trying to
New
find
York,
because
Lincoln Tunnel?
I know there's a whole bunch of tunnels on the East Coast. I'm just trying to find them here on Google Maps.
Oh man, when you're driving through those things, man, and the water's falling down from the ceiling, you gotta love that feeling.
Oh, during that. Oh, yes. I saw your
Love it.
flooding in New York City, man. That was amazing. The subway system was up at least, what, 6 feet? People must have figured out their asses. That was amazing. That looked like a horror film or something that Universal
Right,
made. For
right,
real.
yeah, horror film, yeah.
We were talking horror
Come on,
films. Like, what's your favorite horror film? Heathen from Maine.
Oh, I liked old stuff years ago.
Like The
Like
Shining.
the original
Like
Friday.
The Shining, like the sound of-
Shining?
Yeah, The
The
Shining.
Shining
with
was
Jack.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, where he goes crazy.
Yeah, it goes a little nutty. Yeah.
Here's Johnny.
You ever get that feeling those 2 months of winter, like a Viking? Do you ever get that point where you think you maybe become a berserker? Things have just got too chilled. There's nothing to do. It's too quiet. It's too cold. Do you just go out in the snow and go a little ape shit there, Eden?
Oh yeah, cabin
You do.
cabin
Like-
fever.
Yeah. a
Yeah,
little
cabin fever, Troy. Troy in the
That's
wintertime,
cool.
cabin fever, man. That'll get to you bad, man.
It is just real then.
Yeah, just a few months, man, and it'll make you go crazy, dude. Because there ain't much to do unless you're riding a snowmobile.
I
Or
would
like I said, you have a
probably
winter
nibble
job.
on a moose's neck. That's probably what the feeling I would have. I'd probably run to find a moose to nibble on its neck. Not so much to eat it, but just to see if I could do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just
One of those
rambling on some concepts I would have done in a cold region. You know, I don't know. Chris, what would you do if you had 5 feet of snow or I don't know how many meters that would be, but you did a
I
live
would
show.
I would build an igloo and I would call all my friends and we would have a cookout and a snowball fight.
That's it. Just a snowball fight. You wouldn't play music or anything like for hours on it.
Well, what do you think I'm doing while I build the igloo and have the cookout?
You're gonna play music. Okay.
Gotta play some tunes.
Hey, Finland. You guys got all these cold weather and stuff. Do you guys do outdoor concerts in the snow? Do you guys do skiing and snowboarding or something? Or do you still play music during the winter? I mean, what's the normal festivity in December to January? It's really cold as hell.
Well, normal people go skiing and skating and hiking in the mountains and stuff like that, but I don't really do that. I spend a lot of time indoors on the winter.
So that's
I
a
don't
good
like
time
cold.
to record. That's a good time to record then, right? Recording is good.
Yeah.
Like maybe with a song or something, work on some licks. Cool.
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's
Just
nice.
stay in the
So,
studio and if I have gigs, I'll go to gigs.
Other gigs when you need to. Okay, cool. That works. And I do look forward to next year. I think the traveling will probably occur with this new label again that you got signed with on our second hour. First hour we talked about. Let's talk about a little more in the second hour. Anything you're looking forward to with the songs being released, potentially moving more with potential gigs next year. Anything that comes to mind of what you want the band and the music to go towards next year? Any visions? Any goals? I guess.
Well, like I said before, I'd really love us to play in some bigger festivals and
Right.
outdoor venues next summer because they are just so nice to play.
Yes, of course, and I'm sure there's there's so many different ones you would love to play at. So that would be awesome. And hopefully with this new label and maybe the right connections, maybe fulfill a little of your dreams and take the music a little further to the world, like we're doing today.
Yeah, and I really hope that we can tour America sometimes.
Yeah, of course. Can Chris, if we got any plugs from any of his songs, would you like any song plugged? I know that Chris and Asgard could probably do that, play a song or something, or have we already done that before, Chris, or do something you want to do again?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys got any music you want played on the station, feel free to send it to us.
Yeah, I think a little plugging here in the States might maybe be beneficial if you want. It's up to you, of course.
Yeah, I can send you the EPK. We have the whole album there.
Cool. Then we're gonna make it push it a little bit more and then see as the buildup comes next year how that will work. We're all dealing with the COVID piece, so it's like this is the time to kind of like plan for next year. There's some big shows been going on this year, but you know, it's kind of like I've been talking to a lot of people. It's been all kind of luck shots. Some have been good, some have been bad, but I think next year is going to be a heavy wave of energy. And by the crowds I've seen in some shows, I think the sold out shows and more energized crowds will occur because we're getting out of this restriction period of our existence in the world.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think people really need. They want live music.
Oh yeah, I think
because it's been so hard. 2 years.
2 years
with
hard.
The COVID shit.
Oh yes, I agree. You know, that's gone. I think everyone wants to be out of the gates and having fun. So
yeah,
it's awesome. Chris, you're on to something.
So,
I don't know
so you got music videos for Edge of Dreams, Going Down in Flames.
Yep.
Yeah, we shot
and Can You Love
both
Someone?
of the videos. The Can You Love Someone is kind of a lyric video, but we shot Edge of Our Dreams and Going Down in Flames in one day last summer. Or
nice.
Was it in May or something like that? Edge of Our Dreams is really hilarious video. You should check it out.
Is this something you enjoyed making? It seems like something you enjoyed making, huh?
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We drove with the boat and did all kinds of silly stuff.
I like the silly stuff. That's good. Probably reflects on the video very well. Yeah. Viewers, check it out on YouTube, right?
Yep. Yeah, on YouTube.
Check it on YouTube. And Chris is still playing with the. I don't know exactly. He's trying to upgrade it, or whatever. I'm sure we'll get to it as soon as we can. I can hear it noise. Is that the heathen? Where's the noise coming from? It sounds like.
Oh, you need my AC.
Oh, your AC unit. Yeah, kill the damn thing, please. You don't need that hot weather in your face. Go outside, for God's sake.
Oh yeah, man.
Sunshine.
Hey, don't knock the man's AC. Like I said the other day, I completely rearranged the studio and did everything. And, where's that button?
Where's that button? Oh, good Lord. I do like that look though. That look, Chris, is a good look. You got a lot of guitars.
I have down underneath the studio desk. You remember the old school Chevy had the ball chiller?
And again, you're advertising Twinkies.
Twinkies.
Get a Twinkie. You've been advertised. Also get International Punk Kings. Check out our videos on YouTube as well. Put IPK, put in Hempfest tryouts. That's all you need to do. It'll be there. False flag. Check it out. And that's my promo. We lost Maine. I think the door was open and he took off. Heathen, you still there?
Oh no, I'm still here, bro.
We just see a door.
Get my note. Hey, whenever you guys do these videos and you're generous enough to have me sitting with you, I always get a notepad and a pen, and I write stuff down so I can remember. My memory's not good, so if I write everything down, then I remember about every musician I get a chance to talk to, and write a little bit of stuff down about them personally. I always like to know a lot of stuff about bands and band members personally, outside of the music, like what got you into it. You know, when did you start getting into music?
it was like when I was seeing the image of you coming in, it was like maybe you're on in The Shining. Like The Shining is in your background because the door was open. I was waiting for Jack. I mean, like you truly are in Maine, and you're in the
Oh
deep.
yeah, man.
You deep in Maine? I mean, how deep are you in Maine? Are you like not close to a city?
I'm probably just under 40 miles away from the city.
Okay, that's still forever, I think.
But it's called Bangor. If you look it up in the, on the maps or whatnot, it's called Bangor, but it's not very big, man.
It's the home of the Vikings leftovers. Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
but
No, that's Minnesota.
but yeah, northern Aroostook County in Maine, that is definitely no man's land. When you get up there, they don't even have names of towns. It's all township number.
When you get up there,
township.
I gotta figure out the dialect here, because like in Kentucky, I figure hillbilly would be the name. Here it's woodsman. What do they call the people that are out in the woods or the wilderness there? What do they call it? Norsemen?
Redneck.
Northwoodsmen. Northwoodsmen.
Yeah.
See, Chris knows
It
your
is.
people more than you, heathen.
Northwoodsman, yeah. Then you got lobstermen on the sea coast.
Oh, of course, you got your lobsters.
Lobster.
And going through the lobsters.
Yeah.
And you like the big lobsters versus the small lobsters? I mean, do you like lobsters? Do you like shellfish?
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! I love any kind of seafood. When
See
you're going
it?
to school like I had, like any kind of seafood.
See it, eat it. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my. You keep on taking
Yeah,
notes here.
Yeah.
We'll keep
Thank
on
you.
waiting
I had to
for-
go grab my.
Yeah, he's taking his
No
notes.
problem.
Chris,
Oh, yeah.
more stuff in Asgard news. Anything going on this week? Anything we want to know about on part 2?
Well,
Or no.
as you
Wise.
folks know, we're still here this Sunday. My work trip to West Virginia has been postponed until October 3rd. So we'll be doing Sunday shows until then. And waiting on Rebecca to have everything straightened out to be Sunday night DJ.
Oh wow.
Oh, right on. That's awesome. Rockin' Rebecca, yeah.
Trying to think here because I know I didn't get my weekly meeting with Slider last week, so
Mhm.
I don't remember what the fuck I was doing, but I know I was doing something important.
Well, I know our numbers are up. That's good. So we're going to try to mass share this show in both the European dialect and in American dialect. So Maine, would you like to share tonight's show?
Share it.
Yeah,
You can
Oh,
share it with the
it's,
world.
it's
share on, man. You're on the show, man. The world has to know about the heathen.
well, there is one other thing. I guess I can talk about this here since this will be, posted on YouTube later on.
Right on.
And by the time this is posted on YouTube, this event will already have happened. Today is Raven Black's birthday.
Okay.
Oh yes, Raven, yes.
So I'm supposed to be attending a private birthday party tonight for Raven.
I was also at a party last night for rock and roll as well.
Hell yeah.
It was at the Rock House in Midland, where IPK came from. So
Oh, right on.
14 and Halloween show. So it was good times.
I have got to get me one of those hats that I saw you in Troy with the horns.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Actually,
That
still
was
have
bad- that's a badass hat.
I actually have it. I still have it. What it is, it's not a hat, dude. It's just horns from the show from Paying the Grass in the Seattle area. It's actually the giveaway. KSCW, the FM station here at 99.9, reverse at 666. Yeah, they gave away some devil horns to everybody. They glow and light up.
Yeah,
I
those
can,
are badass, man.
I'll see if I can find it for you real fast. Yeah. The devil horns. Yeah, they're really cool.
Call them rock and roll horns.
Well, yeah, they are. And they're kind of rocking. And, I don't know where the hell I put them, but I found them now. Yeah. And they light up. You have a battery controlled operation. So you just hit the switch and then you put them on your hat or your head or whatever, and then bango, devil horns.
Boom, boom,
Wow.
yeah,
Nice.
that was badass, man.
Yeah. So
That looks
At
so
the venue,
weird.
at the venue, it was dark, so those things stuck out wicked bad.
well, I can darken anything, it's just a matter of lighting reflections. I actually I play well with lights and stuff like that with my photography. So like if you play with the light right, you can get the more dark you have, the more light it comes. It's you ever guys know in a welder's trick when you are actually look at a welder or you got glasses on and stuff, that light when it's so bright creates a shadow. Do you ever guys ever know that?
Yeah.
Because the light you actually see is almost so much percentage of light. When you got a higher light form, it will radiate light so much that you actually create shadows.
Yeah,
not
I know.
light.
I know.
And
You
then
know, one of the things I do at my job is welding.
So that ain't amazing though? Like you're
Yeah.
creating, it's like you're in a little darkness, and it's like darkness
But-
occurs. 'Cause
But
it's so bright.
people do not ever, never look at somebody where they're welding. You will
Right.
fry your eyeballs so fucking quick.
Welders
yeah.
burn. Yeah,
It's
that'll make you
I've had
blind.
I've had welders burn a little bit. I'm not blind, but it has affected my eyesight a little bit. And so I wish I didn't have
Burns
that
your-
job one time ago. So
Yeah, burns your retina right out of your
I
eyes.
was a dominant and non-dominant eye. And the funny thing is eventually what happened was they balanced out. So now both my eyes are dominant, which is weird because you have both dominant eyes. You have this, it's a predator look, which I've always wanted the predator look. So I'm cool with that, because I never have a daisy like eye looking to the side. It's always straight. I'd rather have a straight look versus like an eye popping out to the side. People get you ever
Right?
see the people? They literally their eyes are going this way and the one's going this way. I'm lucky. I got two dominant eyes. I lucked out. So just makes me look like a predator. That's all. I'm cool with that. That's all right. I mean, listen, we're there for the bad. Whatever. Take the good with the bad. We're the devil horns. Be happy. And there goes Maine.
He's off to
Finland.
the races
Gotta
again.
get that drink, bro. Gotta get that
Tell
drink.
people about their destinations. Finland. How's Finland doing?
Finland
He's
is
coming.
pretty tired.
Finland's tired. We're
Yeah.
probably in the show soon. What we got for time there, Mr. Chronic Chris?
It is. Oh shit! Yeah, we're. Hey man, if you're tired and you wanna,
Yeah, let's go for one last where to find you and
Yeah.
call it quits.
yeah,
Where
where
to
can we
find?
find you on social media?
Yes, where we find you.
Yeah, you can find me on my personal page, or Bad Baron is there too, on Facebook and Instagram, and on YouTube, of course.
Awesome. That-
RedTube, Pornhub, whatever there are.
Keep looking, people. You will eventually
Yeah.
find them.
Yes, Google
You share it on
search.
Instagram too.
Sure, why not, Heathen from Maine?
All right, man. We appreciate you hanging out with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, Lori, lead singer, vocalist, bass player for Bad Baron out of Finland. I'm
Yeah,
Chronic
thank
Chris.
you.
No problem, man. I'm Chronic Chris, AsgardRadio.com, where the guys go to rock. With me always on a Sunday fun day, Troy Anderson and Heathen. Thanks for joining us today.
From
Ladies
the
and
state
gentlemen.
of Maine.
Always my pleasure, guys. Always.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Appreciate it a lot.
I will catch you guys later. In the meantime, I got to get ready for a birthday party.
Happy birthday.